Italy, the land of timeless art, divine cuisine, and breathtaking landscapes. For many, it represents the ultimate dream destination, a place where every cobblestone street whispers stories of centuries past. Yet beneath this idyllic facade lies a paradox. In recent years, a peculiar initiative has captured international attention. Italy's €1 house scheme. Towns across the country are selling homes for as little as €1. It sounds like a too-good-to-be-true offer, and, in some ways, it is. Why is a country celebrated for its vibrant culture and historical treasures offering homes at such rock-bottom prices? What's driving this unusual trend, and what does it reveal about Italy's economic, social, and demographic struggles? The story of these €1 houses isn't just about cheap real estate. It's a lens into a nation grappling with profound and intersecting crises that threaten its very future. Italy's small towns, or borghi, are more than just picturesque postcards. They are living embodiments of the country's heritage. From medieval villages perched on cliffs to serene coastal hamlets, these towns are integral to Italy's identity. But today, many of these communities are facing extinction. Rural depopulation began in earnest after World War II, when millions of Italians migrated from the countryside to cities in search of better jobs and modern amenities. Over decades, this urban exodus hollowed out small towns, leaving behind aging populations and abandoned homes. Fast forward to today, and Italy is dotted with over 6 million empty homes, many of them in rural areas. These houses, often centuries old, have become symbols of decline. Towns like Sambuca in Sicily and Mussomeli in Calabria are trying to reverse this trend by offering these homes at a symbolic price, €1. On paper, the idea seems brilliant, an opportunity to revive dying towns and restore beautiful, historic properties. But while the scheme has attracted headlines and international buyers, it hasn't addressed the root causes of rural Italy's decline. Italy is the third largest economy in the Eurozone and home to globally recognized brands like Ferrari, Gucci, and Versace. But beyond these successes lies a grim economic reality. For nearly 3 decades, Italy's economy has been stagnant, its growth among the slowest in Europe. Unemployment crisis. Unemployment in Italy remains stubbornly high, hovering around 7.2% as of 2024. Youth unemployment is even worse, exceeding 22%, leaving millions of young Italians unable to secure stable jobs. This has led to the emergence of the so-called €1,000 generation, educated Italians earning less than €1,000 a month despite working skilled jobs. Public debt. Italy's public debt, one of the highest globally, stands at 144% of GDP in 2025. Servicing this debt diverts funds from crucial investments in education, infrastructure, and innovation. Economic structure. Italian businesses are often criticised for prioritising loyalty and connections over meritocracy. While this system worked in the past, the globalised, tech-driven economy of the 21st century demands innovation and efficiency, qualities that nepotism stifles. The result is what economists call the Italian disease, an economy weighed down by bureaucracy, inefficiency, and resistance to change. While northern regions like Lombardy have managed to maintain relative prosperity, the south remains mired in poverty, perpetuating a stark north-south divide. Italy's economic woes are compounded by a demographic crisis that is both severe and accelerating. Aging population. Italy has the third oldest population in the world, with 23% of its citizens aged 65 or older. The country is experiencing what demographers call the silver tsunami, with more retirees relying on fewer working-age citizens to support them. Low birth rates. Italy's fertility rate is among the lowest in Europe, at just 1.24 children per woman. This is far below the replacement rate of 2.1 needed to sustain a population. Youth exodus. Since 2008, over 2 million young Italians have left the country in search of better opportunities abroad. Many of these emigrants are highly educated, creating a brain drain that further hampers economic growth. These trends are catastrophic for Italy's future. Projections suggest that the country's population could shrink by 20% by 2070, with rural areas bearing the brunt of this decline. This depopulation is why so many small towns are now littered with empty homes, and why they're so desperate to bring people back. The €1 house programme, introduced in towns like Sambuca and Gangi in Sicily, was designed to breathe life back into struggling communities. The premise is simple. Buyers can purchase abandoned homes for €1, provided they commit to renovating the property within a specified timeframe, often at a cost of €20,000 to €50,000. Success stories. Towns like Mussomeli have attracted international buyers, turning abandoned homes into vacation properties or Airbnb rentals. In some cases, these schemes have revitalised local economies by bringing in new residents who spend on renovation, dining, and local businesses. Challenges and failures. Lack of local appeal. Most young Italians cannot afford the renovation costs or choose not to invest in areas with limited job opportunities. Temporary solutions. Many buyers are foreigners who use these homes as vacation properties rather than permanent residences, offering little long-term benefit to the local population. Infrastructure gaps. Many towns lack modern infrastructure, such as reliable internet and healthcare, making them unsuitable for families or remote workers. Ultimately, the programme highlights the desperation of these communities. While it has generated buzz and attracted adventurous buyers, it hasn't solved the underlying issues of depopulation, economic stagnation, and social decline. Global comparisons. Lessons from Japan and Spain. Italy is not alone in facing these challenges. Other countries have implemented creative strategies to address similar problems. Japan's IKEA programme. Like Italy, Japan has a growing number of abandoned rural homes known as IKEA. To combat this, the government offers subsidies for families and businesses to relocate to rural areas, along with tax incentives and investments in digital infrastructure. Spain's smart villages. Spain has embraced the concept of smart villages, combining traditional rural lifestyles with modern technology. These initiatives aim to attract remote workers, entrepreneurs, and families by offering high-speed internet, co-working spaces, and startup grants. Both countries demonstrate the importance of addressing systemic issues rather than relying on short-term fixes. Italy could learn from these examples by focusing on long-term investments in infrastructure, education, and innovation. Solutions for Italy's future. Reviving Italy's economy and reversing its demographic decline will require bold and comprehensive reforms. Some potential solutions include: 1. Economic reforms. Encourage meritocracy by reducing bureaucratic barriers and fostering competition. Invest in emerging industries like renewable energy, technology, and tourism. 2. Support for families. Introduce policies to boost birth rates, such as childcare subsidies, parental leave, and housing incentives for young families. Provide tax breaks and affordable housing options for working-age citizens. 3. Rural revitalisation. Develop infrastructure in rural areas, including high-speed internet, public transportation, and healthcare facilities. Offer grants and incentives for remote workers and entrepreneurs to relocate to rural towns. 4. Embrace immigration. Encourage immigration to counteract population decline. Policies should focus on integrating immigrants into the workforce and local communities. Italy's empty homes are more than just a curiosity for travel enthusiasts. They are a stark reminder of the country's economic and demographic challenges. The €1 house scheme, while creative, is a symptom of deeper systemic issues that require urgent attention. As Italy grapples with its future, the stakes are clear. Failure to act will accelerate its decline, while bold reforms could transform its challenges into opportunities. The path forward won't be easy, but Italy's rich history and resilience suggest that it's a country capable of reinvention. The question is whether Italy can seize this moment, not just to save its abandoned homes, but to build a brighter future for all its citizens.